Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys an unfortunate update about a free-to-play Steam title shutting down, at least momentarily. Looks like they're going back to the drawing board and gonna try to redevelop it and get it back up and running, but it will be suspended come July, so we'll talk about that. Xbox Game Pass getting a mighty nice update here in January. Kind of a smaller update based on what we have heard so far, but we'll talk about that, and it looks like Microsoft is going to be cooking some big stuff here coming up. And also, we have the Steam Awards winners. Nothing too surprising to me, but we'll talk that at the end of this video. Alright, first of all, DEATHVERSE Let It Die. Important update, suspension of a service. So, if you don't know, this is a free-to-play title that was released back in October of last year. It also was released on PlayStation 4 and 5. Kind of a wacky, zany battle royale title. Definitely different than your typical battle royales, but a quirky game nonetheless. The official post notes to all of our players: thank you so much for your constant support of DEATHVERSE Let It Die. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who enjoys and enriches the game and its community. There is no doubt we experienced some challenges since the launch of our game, particularly with regards to in-game matchmaking and lag. We deeply apologize for these issues that may have caused an inconvenience to our players. While we have tried various solutions to some degree of success, we have not been able to resolve the underlying problems. As a result, the development and operations teams have made the decision to temporarily suspend the game service while we redevelop DEATHVERSE Let It Die. This was a difficult decision for us to make. However, we believe that re-releasing the game with significant improvements will allow it to be enjoyed by a wider audience as well as our current players, considering how much time goes into developing a game and that there's a finite number of games one can possibly make in a lifetime. It's impossible to say at this stage whether this is the right choice, but we love this game and are proud to have developed it together as a team. Therefore, we believe this is the best possible decision at this time. We will be doing our utmost to prepare for the re-release that our current community can enjoy the game alongside many new players. We greatly appreciate your understanding and support. So the game will officially be shut down on July 18th, 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's this year, of course. All of us at the development team deeply apologize to our loyal player base for the sudden notice. I mean, this isn't that sudden of a notice. You're giving a 6-month window until the game is actually gonna be suspended. It is July, right? Like, it would be sudden if the game was gonna be shut down in January 18th, and they still have Season 2 and Season 3 content that's gonna be rolling out, but obviously this wasn't a game that I got super into or anything like that, but whenever these games do shut down, I like to give you guys a abundant awareness of that, just because some of you guys get salty at me, whatever, and rightfully so. Whenever I note that a Steam game has been pulled from the Steam store, you guys are like, yo, why didn't you tell us before it actually got pulled so we could play it or buy it, etc., etc. This is a free-to-play game, so if you do want to play it, jump into it, but if the apparent troubles of lag and, issues like that are true, well, that might obviously mitigate your enjoyment of the game, so bear that in mind as well. The game itself has had a mixed reception, 693 Steam user reviews, 52% positive, so it's not like there's a strong core player base to the game attached as well, and this is the reality with free-to-play games. The market is just flooded with free-to-play games, especially on PC, where, the games that pop off really pop off, but other than that, your upper echelon games, a lot of the mid-tier games kind of just fall off and get thrown to the wayside. That's why, like, Sony in particular, they're going to be creating a bunch of live service games. They're probably going to create, like, north of 20, but they only really need 1 or 2 to click, and I believe internally that's what they believe as well. You're going to make a bunch of these live service titles, free-to-play games, etc., but you have to go into a business plan like that assuming a bunch of them are going to fail. It's just unrealistic. No matter how good a game is, sometimes it's not just about quality. Sometimes it's just about the right marketing. Sometimes it's just right timing. There's a lot of things that just make a game pop off that I can't even put my finger on why certain games really be successful and other games that could be good don't be as successful, but that's just like the reality we live in. Sometimes quality doesn't always translate into success, and the inverse is true as well. Moving on from that, I do want to note Xbox Game Pass getting a little bit of a lighter January update, but hey, quality over quantity, and that's certainly what we see here. Welcome to 2023, Game Pass friends. We're starting off the year with some iconic franchise and from beloved Japanese developers whose games will soon be landing with Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. For now, let's start juicing up our controller and get our pre-install on. It's time to get to the games. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, as well as Monster Hunter Rise. Hey, Those are 3 titles that are superb additions. I imagine a lot of you guys already own Persona 4 and potentially even Monster Hunter Rise, but Monster Hunter Rise still goes for a pretty penny on PC, excuse me. So that being added is quite good. And also Valheim, the Mistlands biome update has been added on PC. Stranded Deep, Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition, those have all been added. However, come January 15th, some notable games will be leaving. Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, Nobody Saves the World, Paparazzi, the Anacrusis, We Happy Few, and Windjammers will all be leaving the service as well. And I imagine that they will be announcing more January titles. They did know we're just getting warmed up and we'll be back soon with more games, more perks, and more news. If your New Year's resolution was to play more games, I highly recommend grabbing the Xbox Game Pass mobile app so you can download your games remotely and pick out what you plan to play. Keep tuned here at Xbox Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass PC on Twitter for more. Game Pass Twitter is always a good follow. Whoever runs that Twitter account does a great job with it, so... You know, again, as far as what we know so far, January, a bit of a lighter month for updates, but man, you're talking P3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, Monster Hunter Rise, those are 3 stellar additions, if nothing else. Lastly, I do want to quickly note the Steam Awards have wrapped up. We got the winners. Is anybody surprised Game of the Year is Elden Ring? I don't think so. Valid winner right there. Hitman 3 won VR Game of the Year. Labor of Love was Cyberpunk 2077. I saw a little bit of pushback on that. That's like the one that I saw the most controversy out of. Better with Friends is Raft. Outstanding Visual Style, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Miles Morales is definitely an artistically really well done game, but I feel like there was a lot of games with great art styles and visual styles this year. Nonetheless, there you go with that. Most innovative gameplay, Stray. Okay, I don't know if I agree with that either. Best game you suck at, Elden Ring. Okay, that's fine. Best soundtrack, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. That game soundtrack is pretty stellar. Outstanding story-rich game, God of War. That's God of War 2018, of course. Hopefully we'll get, what's it called? God of War Ragnarok here. God of War Ragnarok's really good. It just was a game that didn't click with me as much as God of War 2018 did, and really, for me personally, God of War Ragnarok was not my favorite game of the year, and, yeah, like, objectively speaking, like, everything about that game is really good. It just didn't, like, click with me for some reason. I really can't put my finger on it. Sit back and relax, LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and best game on the go, Death Stranding Director's Cut. I don't know if I would take Death Stranding on the go, on, like, the deck, per se, but nonetheless... There you go with that. What else was Vampire Survivors, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Marvel Snap as well. So there you go with that. Those were the notable games there. Best outstanding story-rich game, Plague Tale Requiem has a very good shout to win that as well. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, I necessarily don't agree with that. That game had an okay story, but a lot of people did not vibe with that game's story as well. So yeah, take that for what you will. But that is going to do it for me. Again, DEATHVERSE Let It Die, free-to-play Steam title, unfortunately shutting down in July. If you want to play it, you can jump into that. Xbox Game Pass getting a lighter update on January as far as what we know thus far, but quality over quantity here and some stellar games being added, and the Steam Awards for 2022, winners have been noted for that. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.